Facebook Ray-Ban Stories full review. Well guys, it's finally here, the Facebook Ray-Ban Stories, because who wouldn't want to wear a head-mounted camera made by a lizard man and owned by a company that regularly gets hacked and abused by foreign powers and corporations? What could possibly go wrong? Okay, so since I'm kind of a sucker for design as well as nice packaging, the packaging for this was nice. Not as nice as spectacles, but very clean and good. What's staggering to me is the power that Facebook has to just manifest new tech like this. I understand that they have had years to work at this, but damn. Let's start with fit and finish. Frankly, I'm impressed at how small and normal these look. It could be just that because I'm testing more and more of these chunky framed smart glasses that I'm getting used to it, but these do look remarkably normal to me. Also, they're shockingly light. I haven't worn them a ton, but I feel that the wearability is already going to be better than that of the Snapchat spectacles. Something though that struck me about these is that they actually hurt to put on. Like, the end of the arms are somehow pointy, and if you slide them straight onto your face, they will scrape the sides of your head. I am not joking. This actually happens, unless you actively avoid it. Next, let's talk about sound. This is one huge way in which they differentiate from the Snapchat spectacles. They do make sound, and honestly, the thing that stands out for me is how weak the volume is. Weaker than the Bose frames, and I did try watching a YouTube video in a food court, and some videos I could hear okay, but it was really hit or miss, and it was widely dependent on how high the volume had been set in the video. With some of them, I couldn't even tell what the person in the video was saying. Listening to music was tinny, and again, the volume was barely enough. If you're standing outside and there are any cars, then you can pretty much forget it. I tried using them in Acoras, and even that was a stretch. Also, they don't pause when you take them off. What the hell? Next, this is just kind of a weird thing, but they don't work in the cold. We're talking like 5 degrees. They just die. What's really frustrating about this is that this would be an interesting alternative for like snowboarders or skiers, because then you wouldn't have to have a goofy GoPro mounted on top of your head. Sadly, unless you like exclusively warm and sunny weather, you are out of luck. On the note of the camera, I have to say that this is again a pretty unremarkable aspect of the frames. They take pictures, they take video. There are some interesting effects that the app can apply to those pictures and videos, but frankly, I don't think that it's as interesting or unique as the spectacles. One thing I did like about having speakers built into these is that I could get little notification noises when I had taken a photo or when my video stopped recording, that kind of thing. That was a good idea. I would like to see more of that in future smart spectacles. Having said that, the video was fine. The mic quality was actually a little better than I expected it to be.
How we doing? We doing good? Just enjoying the balcony, hey? Get those last rays of sunshine before winter comes and freezes everything to f***. God. It's a good thing you said that at the end of the video. Otherwise I would have had to cut it out, you know? Wow, 30 seconds feels so much longer that now that I've used the Snapchat spectacles. Like, I'm getting old here. Jesus.
But overall, these are pretty average. It just feels like Facebook is coming late to a marketplace that it is scared to be left out of. Here's my summary. Honestly, what kills me about these is how similar they are to the Snapchat spectacles. The difference here being that while spectacles felt kind of cool and new and unique and interesting, the Ray-Ban Stories feel like the version that your mom would make. They didn't even enable any kind of battery-powered live streaming options, which is weird given how desperately Facebook seems to want to be a part of the live streaming scene. On top of that, the only significant difference is that they play music very badly. I would guess that Facebook will do these glasses for about a year and then give up on them. Or try to, I don't know, combine them with Oculus or something. That might be interesting. Facebook, if you're listening, maybe try making some AR glasses. Just saying. What really gets me though is that Facebook had the opportunity to make a truly cool and unique product. They had the chance with all of their money to beat Snapchat at their own game. But because they're just a sad, trudging corporate monolith, they've done nothing new. Don't buy this. Especially if you care about your privacy. The only good thing I can say about this device is that it may hopefully encourage someone else to make something better and make some actual change. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll be right back.